Hello, my name is Paul Gagnon, and I am here to provide a mid season update for holiday retail technology sales. We've hit the end of the early holiday season now that Black Friday has come and gone. But we still have 5 more weeks of selling through December and the official end of the holiday shopping season. So, how are we doing? We expected a challenging fourth quarter of selling, given the extraordinary growth of the past couple of years, fueled by pandemic related demand for tech products at home and the end of the stimulus activity by the government during the pandemic. So, where do we sit now this holiday season? Promotional events in early October resulted in a strong start to the season, but overall tech sales have been sluggish since. For the 7 weeks ending November 19th, total tech dollars are down 16% year over year. Computers are leading the decline, but all the major tech categories that drive holiday sales are down year over year. TVs and computers drive a majority of holiday tech spending, and softer results in these categories, which carry high prices and high unit volumes, will be important to the overall success of the holiday season. It is worth noting that despite an acceleration in discounts, prices are still higher than pre pandemic levels for most categories. And so total dollars in the 7 weeks ending November 19th are 15% higher than the same period in 2019. However, it should be noted that the shift to earlier sales is more pronounced since the pandemic started. As has been a tradition of mine for more than 20 years, I spent my post Thanksgiving time visiting local retailers and observing shoppers to get a sense of what the final stretch of the holiday season would look like. Overall, many Black Friday sales events began early, not just earlier in the selling season, but specifically earlier in the week, with doorbusters available to many shoppers in person or online. This reduces the need to be present when the doors open on Black Friday to get the best deals, and it showed in the lack of early morning traffic. Online shopping has clearly shifted back from pandemic era peaks, but not entirely. And in store traffic did pick up later in the day and into the weekend as I went back and visited some of those locations later. One obvious difference from last year is the much improved inventory situation. Stacks of TVs, Chromebooks, and air fryers were common in all the retailers that I visited, maybe a little excessively so. Although costs are lower for many electronics products, which helps lead to the lower prices we're seeing this year compared to last year, many of the higher costs that we saw during the pandemic are going to be somewhat permanent, especially when it comes to things like labor and wage costs throughout the supply chain from transportation and ports, trucking, warehouses, etc. It may still be necessary for deeper discounts toward the end of the holiday season this year in order to streamline the inventory situation at retailers exiting the holiday season and into what is potentially a recession in 2023, where demand may be lower and the need to have inventory on hand may not be as great. Finally, it was clear to me that holiday shopping with friends and families is a social occasion, meant to be enjoyed as a tradition. Weathering the cold mornings with some hot coffee and chatting excitedly about getting a good deal is something that many people, albeit perhaps fewer than before, will still plan on doing in the years to come. Thank you for your time today and for the chance to get caught up on where we're at in the holiday 2022 season. Stay tuned for more news about the holiday season coming up and looking forward and ahead to CES 2023.